Hey Aries, welcome to your reading for May 2022. Did you miss me? Oh, hold on, wait. Little cleanse for you. Okay, let's go ahead and hop right into your cards. Man, April was one hell of a month for us, huh? For all of my Aries out there. So let's go ahead and see. What does Aries need to know about May 2022? What can Aries expect in May 2022? Okay, what are my Aries experiencing in May 2022? Make it clear, Spirit guys. Make the message abundantly clear. What will they experience? 2 cards. What will Aries experience in May 2022? What do they need to know about in May 2022? Thank you. Okay, some mixed energies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. So first off, Aries, just going straight off of intuition. This earth element card let me know that there's an earth sign in your sphere, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Specifically for some of you Taurus, but it doesn't have to be, and this could be placements as well. So I kind of get the energy of having one in your sphere, spending a lot of time with an earth sign, nor bad or good, just more so a lot of earth energy. And if this is not something that's actually happening for you from another person, this may be your energy as well. Meaning you may be more like determined, more strict with your schedule, or at least you need to be. Something's going on that's making you have to be more focused and more direct with the things that you are doing as far as making your goals happen. So where you may have felt all over the place the last few months, or maybe even felt a little more free and kind of whatever goes flows, this month may be a little more restrictive for you as far as that goes. Because to be honest, it's a little messy. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Things are a little messy. It's like you're in recovery mode, but it's almost like it's not all the way together here with this Village card and Oshumare in reverse. So if you guys are on the upswing of like healing, if you've been sick, you may start to feel better. If you've been stressed out, it may start to get better, but it's still kind of like that low, the down before the upswing, if that makes any sense. Especially, I'm getting more so at the beginning of May. I'm getting more chaos than I'm getting like messy life, bad things happening, if that makes any sense, okay? And then also with this 2 of fire, I could see you making a trip or maybe even wanting to make something happen in your life at the beginning of May. And it doesn't just have to be the beginning. Like, I feel like it may start the beginning of something. So I'm seeing either the beginning of a relationship. But I don't get romantic, if I'm being honest with you. I think this is more so like someone who shares your passions, or maybe somebody that you don't normally spend time with. You start to spend more time with them in May. So I see that energy as well. Or just in general, you just find like-minded people if you haven't had them before, you feel like you didn't have them, okay? So there's also this energy, Aries, of you having to let something go in May. Honestly, it feels like something that you may be doing to yourself. I'm not gonna hold you. Whether it be just like overfilling your schedule, dealing with people that you've outgrown a long time ago, or maybe even being in spaces that you should have left a long time ago. And this even includes, like, even if you intend to move from those things or those spaces, it's like they still kind of affect you negatively in May. It's not anything that I feel like you need to worry about, more than it's something I need you to be aware of, especially when it comes with how you show up in these spaces. And that's clear channeling, okay? The way you show up in a space is affecting the rest of your life. So for example, if let's say you are trying to leave a job, right? Let's take the most obvious thing. If you're trying to leave a job and maybe you're not being the most attentive while you're on the job since you're leaving, or maybe you're not cleaning up your loose ends, tying up your loose ends, that's the word, more as good as you could. Those are things that you need to be concerned about in May, because that may come back to bite you. You may be kind of letting things go a little bit sloppily, but it's not that you shouldn't let them go, more than it's just how you're letting them go. You know what I mean? And the same applies to people. And like I said, if something's getting in your way, that might be something that you need to talk about or address. Like, you got to be careful about the type of company that you are keeping. The best part is that brings in better company. Because it is Mercury retrograde, I do feel the need to warn you about going on trips or doing anything out of your comfort zone. Like I said, you may want to, but expect delays, expect to be kind of pushed back. I think Mercury retrograde ends, I know it's all through May, like the 10th through like sometime in maybe June. So expect communication to be off. Expect things to go wrong or flights to be delayed. But if you keep a good attitude about it, I don't see it affecting you like that badly, if that makes any sense. And it doesn't have to be just trips. This can be like phone calls or miscommunications. Read everything twice over. Do everything twice over. That way you can like minimize risk, if that makes any sense. And same with family and friends. Like I said, there's someone that you're going to end up getting closer with or getting a better understanding of, which is great. Instead of that feeling of like, you know, either, I don't think you guys are feeling lonely, but if you are, you know what I mean? It kind of feels that hole. And like I said, I don't get romantic, but could be. Okay, I'm getting more so familiar, like your family and friends, okay? But there's some success coming for you. Definitely some money coming in. I just get this fumble the bag vibe. I hate to say it, but I gotta tell the truth, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify your love and relationships. What does the zodiac sign Aries need to know about their love and relationships in May 2022? Ooh. Okay. What are my Aries experiencing in their love and relationships? What do they need to know? Thank you. So we have who's walking who. Okay, I think I'm gonna put love over here. Who's walking who? And we have what a catch. Feel free to pause those if y'all want to read them. We have why. And we have taken out the trash. Now, what did I say? Now, what did I say? When we started this reading, I said you're going to have to let something go. You're going to have to let somebody go. And listen to me when I say this. It's not just the typical, I hate you, we bicker, and we stop talking. This is like a realization, like, oh, this isn't going to work. Like, this person, this situation is really not for me. And it just is what it is. And I feel like you may handle it with more grace than you expect yourself to. Instead of like getting upset or like wanting to like create some negative narrative around it, I can see you just kind of being like, okay. You know what I mean? Like this is just, it just is what it is and I'm okay with that. So yes, there might be someone that you have to let go. And more so in a clearing type of way. Someone does have control issues or power issues. I can see this on both ends, Aries. I'm sensing a split in the energy, which pretty much means that like it's not just you or just them. It's kind of like both. Someone is trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do, or vice versa, or you're just being resistant to having to let go in the first place. I almost feel like this is almost an unrealistic expectations that's controlling. Like you're trying to. You expect someone to be something that they're just not. And the sooner you come to the idea that that person is just not, or even that you're just not. I mean, sometimes I think in life we forget that like who we are as people influences our lives as well. We don't always have to think, oh, these people have to be this way for my life to be perfect. Sometimes it's just like, this is who I am and I'm going to accept that. I hope I made sense. But pretty much you might have to accept yourself and accept, okay, this relationship makes me act this way and I no longer want this. So that may be something that comes up. Emotional dumping is a big thing as well. And I think for some of you, it's because of this overwhelmed feeling. Like you may be overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do, all the things you have to attend to. So there's this thing of like kind of emotionally dumping on someone. And I just heard for somebody, like even someone wanting you to emotionally dump. Because you may be so strong right now that somebody kind of wants to be your shoulder. I don't get a do or don't from that more than I get a, is it necessary kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Like, could you really help yourself with the feeling of overwhelm versus just using venting as a coping mechanism? Let's think about that, okay? All right, and then we also have a what a catch card here. So we're talking about the ideal mate, abundance, self-esteem, value. The answer is yes, and marriage material. Now, I get two things from this. Like I said, that self-esteem, I think self-love is up in here too. Self-love and self-esteem. I think your self-love and self-esteem is going to be high, and I think it does have a lot to do with cutting these people or this person out. Or like I said, just being okay with where they are and accepting where you are and moving forward. So that's going to boost your self-esteem. But I also feel like there is someone on a chase for you. I'll be honest and say I don't think it's anyone that you're attracted to. But it's somebody. You know what I mean? It's someone who sees you as what you are. They see your value. They see what you bring to the table, and they're just trying to get more, you know, be more around that energy. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into your career and finances and see what's going on there. So what do my Aries need to know about their career and finances in May 2022? Make it clear, Spirit guides. Ooh, they said make it clear. Will do. Okay, we have conscious consumer out first, right? We have positivity, faith, and optimism. Some of you may have close ties to a Leo too this month. Okay, we have pay yourself first. Words of abundance. And release resentments about money. So all of these cards give me very much watch your pockets, okay? I don't see necessarily anything being bad. I just think that there needs to be a hold on what you buy and how much of it. And I think this might be a message for everyone, but like, remember when I said in that beginning message that there needs to be kind of like a determination and like, honestly, some restriction. I feel like that's what you need to exercise in your finances. I don't think that it's that you don't have it, more so that as soon as you get it, it's gone. That's what I really feel like, Aries. I feel like you get some money and then that money is out the door. And you get some more money. Like, because Oshimari is very abundant. He's very abundant upright. But in reverse, that lets me know that, like, the money's either slipping through your fingers. You know, like you get in it or you squander in it, or maybe you had an opportunity and you lost it, something of that nature. And that's what I'm really getting from, like I said, just it's that Mercury retrograde. I feel like you might be coming into the month with some trouble, not even just in money, but with some trouble in general. And that's why it's showing up the way that it is, if that makes any sense. So I say all that to say, be careful with your money. Make sure that you're putting money to the side. And there is a need to control your thoughts around money as well. Someone is really struggling from not just sadness, but kind of like irritation about what they don't have. And that's coming up multiple times in here, okay? So let's see what solutions that they have for you. Focus on that mindset. Also, staying on the positive side when it comes to your money. And we're not just talking about like saying your affirmation, your money affirmations. We're also talking about like when you're at work or when you're doing something business or money related, like keeping your head on straight with that as well. So clarity, any advice for my Aries in their finances department? What do they need to know? What do they need to do when it comes to their finances? Thank you. Takashi Murakami. If I'm saying his name wrong, I am so sorry. It says, if a museum's cash register rings, answer it. The difference between style and brand is a copyright. Earn your artistic license and change lanes. Okay, and we have Calvin Klein. Him looking cute. Okay, period. In a bottle. It says, take risk and have a press statement ready. Find real meaning in innuendo, outrage in art form. Now, y'all take from that what y'all want to. Like I said, y'all can pause them. But the most thing that I get is for my business owners and those who have like a brand. Obviously, make your brand a brand this month. And if you're not able to, kind of start with that, trying to figure that out. Like, what does that look like? You know, like, do you need to get a copyright? Do you need to get a license? What do you need to do? And I know we see taking risk. I don't think the issue is within don't take any risk when it comes to your money this month. It's just that make sure that what you are investing in or what you're putting away for yourself is going to benefit you for the next step, I feel, for somebody very specific. Like I said, if the money's coming in and flowing in, just make sure that it's going towards something that matters and not something that you think should matter. That message is going to hit for somebody very specific. Okay, I just roll with me, okay? So let's go ahead and finish off your reading with some things that you should focus on for the month. Y'all know I like to do these for some advice. Any advice for my Aries? Anything that they should focus on in the month of May 2022? Happiness and should. Anything else my Aries should focus on in May 2022? What should Aries focus on in May 2022? Spirit guides, make it clear. What should my Aries focus on? Talent. What was we just talking about? One more thing. What's the theme for Aries in the month of May 2022? What does Aries need to know? Thank you. Trust. And is. These are actually really interesting cards because they kind of sum up everything for you. So when it comes to happiness, the sun mirrors that message. Leo mirrors that message. I see lions in your reading 3 times, so you may be very close to a Leo. But there is a need to seek happiness. You know, Marie Kondo, when she says, you know, do what makes you sparks joy or whatever, that specifically people, careful with what you share when it comes to trust careful what you share and who you share it with, but that's not coming from a place of mistrust more than it's just like realizing who uplifts you versus who pushes you down or makes you feel worse about yourself, even if they don't mean to. You know what I mean? So careful about what you share. Also, though, with talent mixed with trust, I'm gonna tell, like I said, my entrepreneurs or just simply my people who are talented and who have a some sort of brand or some sort of idea, or you're trying to do something, just be careful about who you share that with, because there may be someone who intends to benefit off of what you're thinking about, or using it for their benefit in some way. And for those who aren't necessarily into something, you need to start exploring a talent or a hobby. And also with that happiness card, if you're trying to go to like an event, like I said, if you're traveling or you're just doing anything important this month, expect a happy outcome. It's going to be fine. Like I said, I'm not going to say that this month ain't going to be messy, because it's going to have some messy parts. But your attitude, you staying above it even when you don't feel good, is going to benefit you by the end of this Mercury retrograde and this month. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Bye.